So nothing that is can escape the sense of being. Nothing can be without the sense of being. Without the sense of being, who knows? I have hints. You have hints. We all have hints. We have ideas. What do we know? We really don't know. Because there's not a separate person to know the sense of being, plus someone to have the sense of being, someone to see the sense of being or feel the sense of being. Sense of being is beyond personality. Beyond separation. The sense of separation, there's no separation. There certainly is a sense of it. That doesn't exist prior to birth. There's not a sense of wholeness either, so far as I'm aware. There's no sensing until consciousness. Consciousness either arrives with or from the sense of being. And it's actually, it feels eternal, because what we're tapping is eternal. We're tapping ourselves. You are eternal. But this knowing of yourself is not eternal. Being is always. The sense of being comes and goes. I am. The sense that I am comes and goes. Prior to birth, the old Zen saying was, show me your face. Show me your original face. Show me your face before your mother and your father were born. And that's the sense of being that we're talking about. It's that spark. There's flat darkness, in my mind. Could be, who knows? But in my mind, it's a pool of darkness. And then there comes a little chip of light. And that light begins to, it feels, as I recollect, as I try to notice it, it feels like it comes slowly, but it's outside of time. It comes. What's really here? Well, the sense of being is certainly here, whatever here means. It's so easy to slip from that place into I'm Fred or I'm Robin. Brian Mike. But it's just a mental slip. Enlightened beings can have mental slips. I promise you. It doesn't change the reality of what is, but it changes my ideas about what is. It changes my experience of what is. We could say that we are what is. It wouldn't be untrue. But it wouldn't be particularly true. Steadfastly true. We are that actually within which the sense of being occurs. And we don't know what that is. There's something prior to life or death, to separation or wholeness. There's no counting it. There's no measuring it. There's no timing it. We can't even say it is, because we can't validate that. We can say there is isness, but we don't know what that is. Nor do we need to. All of the trying to figure out, what is this? Why is this? When is this? Is pretty easily answered. It is now. There is only now. Now is not a character. It leaves no clues. But it has no sense of being. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that you don't know yourself until you do. And this knowing is what's speaking, listening, waiting. It's waiting for next. It's not really, because there is no next, but there's a sense. There's a was and a next. But when we dig after them, we only find is. And if that sense of is drops away, there's no sense of being, but you are not different. Other than appearances, you are not different. We can open our eyes in a roundabout, more or less sort of way. We can see where we have been. But nothing happens later. Nothing happens soon. We can't even know that anything happens. There is experiencing. Is that happening? Depends on how we look at it. But this beingness is openness, open to any and all in any form. It's like some things in subatomic physics where we can only find the trail. And that's enough. To come here and notice the trailness of things. First there's one, and then there's one experiencing. And then there are the two. followed by the 10,000 things. And those things occur within that experiencing, but we don't know that they occur outside of it. And we don't know that the experiencing is not deeply changing. Content changes. The spaciousness within which there is content or not doesn't change. Whatever that is, it is you. It is ageless and changeless. Notice how we can only speak of it in negatives. We can't possibly speak of what is. When we don't know if even that is a true statement. This utter lostness without form or word or any sound, just as present, just this present sense of presence. For whom there is no witness, thus there is no knower and no rememberer. It feels like there is remembering, but that has to be a fantasy, imagination. So let's just rest as being. Rest as if. And that's enough. Thank you so much for your attention.